going to give you the list, or
I'll refer to you and you can read it, Ann. The list.
Yes.
You can do the roll call. Okay, this is the Fairfax County History Commission Bylaws Committee meeting on April 29, 2021. To conduct this meeting wholly electronically, the Bylaws Committee of the Fairfax County History Commission needs to make certain findings for the record to evidence our compliance with all applicable laws. These motions address this compliance. First, I'm going to conduct a roll call and ask each member participating in this meeting to state your name and your location. I ask that each of you pay close attention to ensure that you can hear each of your colleagues. Ann Barnes, have you got the list there?
Yes. I'm going to go right down the list of the names of the members of this committee. Carol Hedrick.
I'm here, McLean.
Okay, thank you. Ann Stuntz.
I'm here, Vienna area.
Thank you. Carol Repetic.
I'm here. I'm presently passing Burke Center Parkway.
Okay, thank you. And then I'm not sure if Elisa's back on. Oh, we'll add her when she comes on then. Not here right now. The other person who's on our committee is Lynn Hodge. And I believe
Sounds like she's absent. Okay.
absent. Okay, so
Everybody, thank you.
we're ready.
At this point, I will, well, I'm acting as some kind of leader, but I'll pass this virtual gavel to another member. Let me give it to you, Ann, so that I can make these motions on behalf of this committee. I move that the Fairfax County History Commission Bylaws Committee certify for the record that each member's voice may be adequately heard by each other member of this board. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard, I definitely heard Carol. Second, I move that the Fairfax County History Commission Bylaws Committee certify that the state of emergency caused by the COVID-19 pandemic makes it unsafe for the History Commission and the public to physically attend this meeting in person, and the usual procedures cannot be implemented safely or practically. As a result, I further move that the Fairfax County History Commission conduct this meeting electronically through a dedicated video and audio conferencing line, and that the public may access this meeting by calling some number. Would one of you like to recite the number for me, if applicable? Anybody got it handy?
Hang on for a second. I have it up. I've called it up. Hang on.
I have
is yeah, 1-844-621-3956 and entering event number 129-266-5930.
Thank you, Denise. So I made that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Was that Ann?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Finally, I move that the Fairfax County History Commission certify that the matters on its agenda today relate to the COVID-19 emergency itself, are necessary for continuity in Fairfax County government, and or are statutorily required or necessary to continue operations and the discharge of the Fairfax County History Commission's lawful purposes, duties, and responsibilities. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ann. So I think I get to give back the gavel.
Yes.
All right, over to you.
Okay. So we've begun the meeting then, and if anyone else joins who's part of this committee, please announce yourself or make yourself known. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to, the one thing that we're doing today for this meeting is reviewing the changes that we spoke about earlier this month, and to make sure that all of the edits have been in place. If there are any questions or comments, please do so as time is allowed.
So I went ahead and shared the document on the screen.
Start at the very beginning. I'll defer to you, Anne. If there was something in particular that you wanted to.
All right. So, I believe when we get Elise back, she'll have some other comments, but the main thing that I think both of us talked about, if we can find, I mean, we could go through this section by section. How do you want to do it, Anne?
We can do it section by section. Were there?
I'm here. I'm just not visible.
Hi, Lee.
Denise, could
Okay.
you make the Word document a bit larger? Thank you.
Is that good?
Yeah, I have a correction in the next section if
Do you, Denise, we're getting your whole, I mean, maybe this is just the way you do it, but we're getting your whole toolbar across the top. Is that normal?
I can
Wait, maybe I need
collapse.
to change my, let me change my view.
no, it's Denise's setting.
Yeah, I can collapse it.
It's slightly better when I change my layout too.
All right, and I just collapsed the toolbar.
Okay, thank you. I hope it doesn't mess you up.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. So the purpose,
And he did take out that Article 3.
Article 1. Oh wait, I haven't gotten to the beginning of my really messy markup. I've got them side by side, just so we can see if there's anything else we want to catch. And he changed, happily, he changed the classified survey to a simply a survey list of sites. So we don't have that word to complicate people's understanding. And look, he calls, I'm in Article 2 now, and he calls it the Adopted Policies Manual. So we have a name, right?
Where is that?
Down
Which
in
line?
Article 2. It's good. It's all good. E, 2E. So that's good, because in the old draft, it just said lowercase, it's adopted policies. But now
sorry.
you're doing what he wanted, which is to really make, see his comment. So that's good.
Yep. Yep.
So I get that. And then he deleted the old National Historic Preservation Act. So Article 3 is membership. And that's regular members. I think this all tracks, advisory members and honorary members. So I think that all tracks what it is that our old version said and what we intend. So then he added he put in the old draft, the resignations and vacancies and the holdover sections from the model bylaws.
Yes.
And I have two comments about this.
Okay.
One, I spotted a dreaded chairperson.
Oh, good. What do we say, chair?
Chairman.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
we
we
do
could say
say
chair.
chairman. We do say chairman, mostly.
We do say chairman. there is another one, further down, but it's easy to find with a search.
So
My
it should be,
comment-
my question, could be chairperson or chairman?
Chairman.
Okay.
So I think actually Fairfax County has adopted chair.
Denise, the rest of the document says chairman.
Yeah, I know, and I totally agree. I just know that I remember reading that Fairfax County had adopted that official language.
However, if we're going to do it, we have to do it everywhere, not just in 2 spots.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
And I think it should be chairman. It's our bylaws. I hate chairperson.
Yeah, and I think that's why they just went with chair.
That's
If it's
good too.
The county policy chair, we should go with chair,
No, it's chairperson.
but we don't need person.
Right.
The
Yeah.
document is inconsistent. There are 2
Yeah.
chairpersons and a lot of chairmans.
I have to say, when you look, I'm looking at the model bylaws just for fun, and they're all over the place, chairperson, FYI. So you're saying since the model bylaws came out, Denise, they
Yeah,
have,
it was I'm gonna look it up. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I don't have much of an opinion. How about you, Elise?
I would like it to, the rest of the document already says chairman in most places.
Yes,
So
yes.
I assumed that the county staff had evaluated it and decided that we could still call our chairman a chairman and our vice chairman a vice chairman.
That's a good point. He made no changes of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So then if he didn't make any changes, we're the ones who making the changes.
Yeah,
No.
so all we're saying, Ann Barnes, is we would like it to be consistent, and the easiest thing would be just to make the couple of chairpersons back into chairmans.
Okay, that's fine.
It's whatever, yeah,
I think it should be consistent, whatever it
yeah,
is.
internally consistent would be great.
Okay. So chairman, it is.
No, wait a
And
minute.
then,
I think it should just be chair.
Well,
Shouldn't be,
then we'd have to revise all the chairmans that are in the document.
but we have to revise it. Takes 5 minutes. That's just my opinion, but if it's the chair, it's the chair. Anyway.
Do you want me to confirm that?
that would be the best thing, I think.
With the county, yeah, I mean, if it's a
Yes.
county policy, we need to follow the county policy.
That's really, Carol, sometimes you push back. So there are 14 chairmans and 2 chairpersons.
Okay, so now we have 16 chairs.
Well, as long as nothing else gets screwed up.
Yeah, you have to look at the context.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine either way. Okay, so that's that administrative question. Where are we again? We're in resignations and vacancies in
Okay.
Article 3.
The next question, the next suggestion I have is that the clerk of the commission should be deleted from that paragraph. Because this person is simply a clerical position.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Well, but we might, oh, and if, yeah, they don't have a defined role other than to do the minutes. That's their
Right, and-
only thing. They do not speak for us in any way, shape, or form.
That is correct. They are our employee with one responsibility.
Okay,
Oh, is that correct?
I'd be okay deleting it. I'm sure the young man who has the job would really like this big title. It really sounds good. The clerk of the commission.
Well, he's got the title, he just doesn't have the, he doesn't get that responsibility. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, because well, there's no way, I mean, I cannot imagine that we would say, what's his name, Cheryl?
Elliot.
Like, we wouldn't say, hey, Elliot, would you contact the clerk of the board in writing for us? I just don't see it either. He's not that kind of a role. Okay, delete.
Well, let me make sure. Oh, you look, I got rid of my ribbon.
Oh, I was afraid if you got rid of your ribbon, you couldn't do anything. Put it back.
And now, wait. So how do I do that? How do I get my ribbon back?
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
No, I got it. I'm sorry. I got it. I just want to make sure track changes is on before I delete this. There we go.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Should I scroll down? Are we?
What about that other couple? Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Are we done with?
Oh, let me get rid of the model bylaws. They're in my way.
I think so.
So we're under Article 4.
I have no issues.
Article 4 is officers. Yep, that was a good change. The secretary shall be responsible for maintaining the adopted policies manual. Good. I think it's good. I think this article's fine.
Okay. All right.
And then
Meetings.
all this Article 5
Right.
is just
I'm good.
required by FOIA.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything to say?
No problem.
That just looks like everything we're okay with. The change here was that Robert's rules and deleting to the extent.
It's frequency in this section where the second chairperson is.
Oh, yeah. But if we're changing all of them with a search, that's, yes.
Where is it? I'm
Under
sorry.
frequency.
Okay, wait. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redundant, yes. Records, attorney, client. I love this section. There's so much in here, but I don't think I don't have any comments on it, this article. Good noticing, at least, with those chairpersons.
I'm surprised I missed it the first time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you're looking at so many other things. Okay, now we're in articles. Is Article 6 next?
Yep.
I
Without
think who missed the three?
permission.
Article 6 and Article 7 are related.
Yes.
And I thought we didn't want Article 7 at all.
Yeah, and the county attorney said that you pretty much have to have it. It was not a, it was just, he put it back in. You all removed it and he put it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have to ever do it.
Oh, and did he fix the way with good cause and how it, let me read what he wrote again. Here. This document has the funniest number. Yes, the phrase without good cause, except when it gives the, since it's short, I'm just going to read it to myself. I'm sorry to prolong this. any commission member who misses 3 consecutive meetings, more than half of the scheduled meetings within a 12-month period, or who fails to participate in the work of the commission, comma, without good cause acceptable to a majority of blah, 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 may be subject to. Yes, that, so now I think he stuck in that comma to make it, yes, he did. To make it with good cause to reflect all those 3 clauses, right? So that makes it a tad clearer. Now removal, what is it we're supposed to do?
I wanted it gone, but if the county attorney says we have to have it, we have to have it.
So why would we do it? Not, because of it, oh, we vote. So he's allowing 2/3 of the commission members, all the commission members, not the, I wonder how that works, not the commission members present at a meeting. I wonder how, I just wonder what's the, how do you execute that one?
Good question.
It almost has to be in writing or something if you want all the commission members. Denise, do you think that should be all commission members present at the meeting?
Right, a quorum of commission members. Because,
Something.
I mean, if you're voting to kick somebody out, how do you get them to vote?
Yeah, it has
They
to be
have
at
to
a
be-
regular, at a meeting.
Right. So I don't think you all considered the language of this. I think you just considered the thrust of it. And it
You're
was
right. We said
remove-
get rid of it.
So maybe it should say a quorum of members.
No, it's 2/3 majority is fine. The question is it of members present in the room or all of the members who are appointed to the commission?
He's written it that all 21 people have to vote, but has not given us proposed a mechanism for that to happen. So we think, Denise, that he probably means of the commission members present at a meeting. But when you say meeting, it means you've got a quorum, so you have enough. What do you think?
Yeah, all the commission members. So add the phrase in attendance.
Oh, in attendance or in
There's a-
attendance.
I think that's the right phrase. It's elsewhere in the bylaws, I believe. So there's probably language that it should have. But the question is it 2/3 of 21 or is it 2/3 of whoever's there that night?
Good point.
All right, I'm gonna type in attendance just to put a holding place.
Mhm.
And you think it's elsewhere in the bylaws?
Yeah,
I think there's a similar phrase
Oh, I see.
somewhere else.
Yep.
So I'm
Okay.
not certain the language.
Right.
so looking at the model, it says
Yeah.
the same kind of thing. It says by a 2/3 majority vote of all the blank members.
Oh, what does it say under quorum?
Where's quorum?
Conduct, voting. Let's see what voting.
Voting, yeah.
A majority of the voting membership of the commission shall constitute a quorum. Members present and voting.
That's it, maybe.
That's what I think is staying in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm good with in attendance, but if the attorney wants it more formal, we can have it more formal.
So let me see this phrase. Here it is.
By a 2/3 vote, it would be 2/3 here. Would you switch it of the members present and voting?
I'm going to just stick this in here for right now and I'll figure out where it goes.
Okay.
I guess I have a problem with this. Obviously, we would vote, but so we vote. I mean, it's the appointment of the supervisor, and it really is up to him or she to remove the person. So really all we're doing is making a recommendation.
Yeah, the next
Since that
sentence.
follows,
Yeah, the
right.
next sentence.
yeah, exactly, next sentence.
The next sentence, Carol, just for your benefit, since you can't see the screen, is the member's authority to recommend removal under these bylaws neither limits nor waives the board's authority to remove members from the commission as provided by law.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and it's couched as a recommendation to the board.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, any commission members may be recommended to the Board of Supervisors for removal.
Got
So,
it. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at what I have, but it didn't have that in there, so thanks.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here by a 2/3 majority vote. Of the commissioners voting members of, let's see, that doesn't, of the commission's voting members present and voting.
How about maybe that should say we don't need two votings. Maybe the commission's members. How does it work above again? Voting.
I think they're saying voting in case we have honorary, etc.
Well, I thought the and voting would kick those non-voters out. Oh, but oh yeah, maybe that's right. It's more careful this way. There would be no question that a person who's not a voting member, I mean, yes, otherwise you could have an honorary who tries to vote and we'd say no.
So
I think-
yeah, the voting members of the commission present and voting.
Yeah, so now we don't need in attendance?
And I don't think you need all the commission members, right?
Oh, yes.
Am I good to take that out as well?
So majority of the commission's voting members present in voting, period.
Yeah.
That's a good catch, you guys. All right, well, let's hope we never have to do anything with that section, that article. That's nasty.
Yeah. Are we ready to move on? I can scroll down.
Yes, you can move on.
Committees?
Okay, we're under, okay.
Committees. 8, Article 8.
Any committees?
I don't,
I'm good with this section.
I have a question. Oh, I see the difference. So just bear with me. I'm just going to say it out loud so it gets in my head. So the chairman does not appoint the nominating committee. If we jump down to B, the chairman simply asks for volunteers. So I get that distinction. So I think the main thing to look at here is to make sure the nominating committee directions that was the one we messed with the most. Is there anything funny in the way it got fixed? Shall present.
Well, we took the month out, so that's, I think it's good as it is.
Yeah. Call for 3 members to volunteer. It does say at the October meeting to serve on the nominating committee, which is not, I guess it's as good as any. That gives them a month to then present them at the November meeting and then to vote in December. So I guess that's okay, right?
yeah. Also under B, the word chair shall call for 3 members. So that's one of the,
Yeah, you just have to do a search of the word chair in the document and make it, because it is it is not consistent, is it?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. Good noticing, Anne. We call it 3 different things in this document.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm good with the chair. That's what the county wants. I hate person though.
I just like it that you have an opinion. Because I don't. Okay, so this, no, let's see. Officers in accordance with Article 4, which is the description of the officers. Okay, so we haven't screwed up that. That's 10. And it's all called, let's remember, we got rid of audit throughout the document. Yay, that was our whole goal, right?
Yep.
We just did all this other stuff while we were at it.
Okay.
Anybody got anything more on that?
Nope.
I'm good. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do while we're sitting here? I'm gonna look up the word audit and see if it rears its little no matches. Woo! Okay, so we're done with committees. And now we're in compliance.
All right.
What do you think, Ann? I think that's probably all from the model bylaws too.
Yeah. I think so. So,
Here's the clause in the amendments of bylaws. At a regular meeting of the commission by a 2/3 majority vote by those members present and voting. So that's the same idea as before.
Oh yes, that looks. Look at that. Good noticing.
the commission needs to look at this and review it for a period of time before we vote on it.
And it needs to be given the old rules, it has to be handed to them at the previous meeting or mailed at least 10 days prior to the meeting. If we go by the old rules, which we have to.
So we're not going to
Well, how do we handle this, you guys? We can't hand it to anybody, and we're not. We currently, the current bylaws don't allow us to do anything but give it to members or deliver it by mail. So
I think that for this round of amendments, we have to follow the old rules.
that's right.
But we would have the new rules in the document.
The minute we get, yeah.
Next time it won't be mailed to the people who are absent. They'll just get an email.
Yes. Now we have a question then. Under the emergency rules, is it possible to interpret giving this to the members as emailing at this time because we are not meeting and we are under a different law completely? I mean,
Yeah, but the USPS is operating.
so this will require someone to, well, that's a good, how about this? How about would you feel okay if we either decide now to mail all of them to us, or we ask the attorney if under the emergency orders, we're allowed to do it any different sort of way, just to avoid somebody having to do all the work.
And that would be my suggestion to the justice attorney, because if we did it any other way, that's all.
We have to do it the right way,
Yeah,
under
the right
our
way.
bylaws and under the current law. And since we are in this weird COVID time, it might be that, and Marty will know in a minute. What do you think, Denise?
No, I agree. I think it's a question for the county attorney because we are operating under different times.
Legally very different times.
Things have, right, lots of rules have been suspended. But whether your bylaws have been suspended, I don't know. They could be superseded
Well, that's what I wonder.
by the emergency, whatever we call, the emergency legislation that we're operating under.
I bet you Marty and somebody there's been asked this already, so they'll have a ready answer.
Yeah.
And if we, it's no big deal for someone to put all these in the mail, but it's just always nice to not have to do that kind of administrative work if we don't have to.
Yeah.
So there are two questions that that I need to ask. One is, can we electronically distribute the changes to the bylaws to the commission due to the FOIA Urgency Act? And then also, what is the county's policy on the language of chair and chairman, and whatever the county's policy is what you all would like to adopt? Is that correct?
No, it can't be chairperson.
Well, no, just between the two, chair or chairman.
That's just the two.
Yeah.
I think it's clunky.
You're absolutely right, Elise. I think that we have to stand our ground on this one.
Okay, so those are the two questions then?
I think I think it's good, you guys.
Okay.
Okay, I can do it tomorrow.
And also run by them whether the removal has to be 2/3 of 21 or 2/3 of those present and voting.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you.
That's right, because if we took that straight from the the model bylaws, they really are all members. And if that's not what he means, then we don't want it that way.
Okay, here.
Well, I like the of 21 because it makes it harder to do, but I don't know whether.
Also, Elise, if you need all members, then it needs to supply a mechanism for getting all members.
But you have to have all of them there, but the number of votes to make it pass would be 2/3 of 21.
Oh, I see what you mean.
14 as opposed to 10.
I see what you mean. So, So yes, it could still be all members, but it's only counted by the people who are present. I mean, because they're the only people who are there to vote.
Yeah,
I
so
hear
it's-
you.
The question is, what's the maximum? Is it 2/3 or is it 2/3 who are present?
Yeah, that's good.
And that's a nuance.
But it's good. It's good to clear it up because we don't want to do this again for a long time.
And besides, somebody in the commission may ask.
Yes. And all we really want is for them just to agree with it, because then we know we've done a good job.
Elise, can you see my comment? Have I captured properly the question that you're asking? This one? Two.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see everybody except for myself.
No, okay. Okay.
All right, good.
So, there were 3 questions instead of 2 questions?
Yes, that's my understanding.
All right. Okay. Anyone else with any comment? Girl, I see you made it home. All right.
right, I gotta get it again.
Yeah, I'm home.
Carol, did you have anything else?
Are you saying
No,
Carol? Carol?
Carol. Yes, Carol.
No, I have nothing. I thought it was very good. Thank you.
I see you, Elise.
Yeah, I just discovered that it had changed my camera setting.
Is
Because it changed my camera setting too, so I changed it back.
Here we go.
I'm here.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm sorry, what was
There's-
the three? One was the 2/3 question. One was the chair versus chairman. And what was the other one for Marty?
Electronic distribution.
Oh my gosh, the most important one. That really is, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Ann, for stepping in this evening to help me out.
Well, you know, Anne, I've always got 3 or 4 devices open in front of me here, so I'm a good fallback because one of them will surely work to do something.
Anyone else have any other questions or comments before I think we're ready to close this one out.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay.
That is the best ever, 50 minutes.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you all so very much for this meeting this evening. And if I could get I guess a motion to close it up, we will.
I move we adjourn.
I
Second.
second.
Okay.